Aelbert Cuyp. B. Dordrecht, 1620, D. Dordrecht, 1691. Celebrated for his luminous landscapes, Aelbert Cuyp was a versatile artist who also painted portraits, sea pieces, and still lifes. The son and probably the pupil of Jacob Gerard's Cuyp, he was first employed to paint in the landscape backgrounds to his father's portraits. Cuyp's early works are influenced by Jan van Goyen's tonal landscapes, but in the mid-1640s he adopted an Italianizing manner, evocative of Claude, and probably inspired by Jan both. Cuyp never actually visited Italy, but he did make numerous sketching trips along the Rhine and other rivers. Cuyp developed his Italian landscapes in an individual way, peopling them with recognizably Dutch shepherds and farmers. His reputation rests on his beautifully composed, tranquil landscapes, often featuring monumental cattle set against glowing skies. Lifeline. 1620 born in Dordrecht, into a family of artists. 1639 earliest dated painting, c. 1651-52 travels up the Rhine. 1658 marries a rich widow and thereafter evidently paints comparatively little. 1691 dies in Dordrecht. Adriaen Castle 7 He ruined castle at Adriaen, partly destroyed during the Spanish occupation, was a Dutch national symbol. c. 1655, oil on panel, 32 x 55 cm, National Gallery, London, UK. Sunset after rain with its placid cows and evening sky, this poetic scene has a calm grandeur. c. 1648-52, oil on panel, 84 x 70 cm, Fitzwilliam Museum, Cambridge, UK. Adriaen van Ostade. B. Haarlem, 1610, D. Haarlem, 1685. Best known for his peasant genre paintings and etchings, Ostade also occasionally painted small portraits and biblical subjects. He lived all his life in Haarlem and, according to the Dutch painter and writer Arnold Houbraken, he trained with Frans Hals. One of his fellow pupils was Adrian Brouwer, whose works had a great influence on him. Ostade's use of light and shade also reflects a knowledge of Rembrandt. Ostade had joined the Haarlem Painters Guild by 1634 and was elected dean in 1662. He is thought to have taught his brother Isaac and Jan Steen. A successful, prolific artist, Ostade died a wealthy man. The schoolmaster Ostade's early works often depict drunken peasants, but later ones, such as this, have more respectable subjects. c. 1662, oil on panel, 40 by 31 cm, Louvre, Paris, France. Gabriel Metsu. B. Leiden, 1629, D. Amsterdam, 1667. An accomplished painter of genre pictures as well as other subjects, Gabriel Metsu was the son of the painter Jacques Metsu. Some sources suggest Metsu was a pupil of Gerard Doe, but this seems unlikely because his early style is much broader than Doe's Finchschilder, fine painter, manner. Later, Metsu's technique became more meticulous. He mainly painted genteel middle-class scenes, some of which have been compared to the work of Gerard Terborch and Jan Vermeer. In 1648, Metsu became a founder member of the Painters Guild in Leiden. He spent the last decade of his life in Amsterdam. The Sleeping Sportsman. This painting has various sexual allusions that would have been apparent to Metsu's audience. 1650s, oil on canvas, 40 x 35 cm, Wallace Collection, London, UK. Willem de Velde the Younger. B. Leiden, 1633, D. London, 1707. The son of Willem van de Velde the Elder, 1611-93, who was the official Dutch war artist. Willem the Younger was taught by his father and by Simon de Vlieger. Though born in Leiden, he grew up in Amsterdam and moved to England with his father in the winter of 1672-73. The following year, both men were appointed naval war artists by Charles II, provided with a studio in Greenwich, and commissioned to make tapestry designs as well as paintings. Renowned for his mastery of composition and atmosphere, Willem the Younger painted battle scenes, portraits of individual ships, and seascapes. He was in high demand from both the English and Dutch markets, but was particularly influential in England, where the entire tradition of marine painting originates from him. Storm at sea. The sun burst through clouds, as ships faced destruction on mountainous waves. Oil on panel, Worcester Art Museum, Massachusetts, U.S. A hecker alongside a keg at anchor. This beautifully balanced composition shows one of Willem the Younger's preferred subjects, magnificent Dutch ships in calm weather. It is the evocation of space and atmosphere that is so impressive. Harold Samuel Collection, Mansion House, London, UK. Jan Steen. B. Leiden, 1625-26. D. Leiden, 1679. Along with Rembrandt, Hals, and Vermeer, Jan Steen is one of his nation's most popular painters. His name has even become part of Dutch proverbial language. A Jan Steen household refers to a rowdy, chaotic home such as the one depicted in Slash and Luxury. Look out, right. Although he is best known for such comic scenes of contemporary life, Steen was actually an inventive, versatile, and prolific artist. He painted a wide range of subjects, including portraits and historical and mythological works. In all, about 800 paintings are attributed to him. Steen is thought to have studied with various masters, including Adriaen van Ostade and Jan van Goyen, whose daughter he married. As well as painting, Steen ran a brewery, then a tavern, but he still ended his life heavily in debt. Lifeline. 1625-26. Born in Leiden, the son of a brewer. 1648 joins Leiden Painters Guild. 1649 marries daughters of Jan van Goyen. 1660-70 lives in Haarlem. 1670 returns to Leiden. 1679 dies, and is buried in family grave in the Pieterskerk. Skid players outside and bathed in shimmering light. This small-scale scene creates a gentle view of Dutch society at leisure. 1660-63, oil on panel. 27 centimeters, National Gallery, London, UK. In Luxury, look out, this comic masterpiece has a serious moral message, which is written on the slate in the bottom right corner / and Luxury. Look out. Steen's chaotic cast of well-off characters enact various forms of folly and debauchery. Meanwhile, a basket hanging over their heads contains objects such as a crutch, indicating the poverty and disease that await them. 1663, oil on canvas, 100 by 140 centimeters, Kunsthistorisches Museum, Vienna, Austria. Closer look. Meaningless banter. The quacking duck on the man's shoulder suggests he is talking nonsense, paying no attention to the chaos around him. Sniffing pig. A pig's a rose, in a reference to vice in a Dutch proverb. Throwing roses before swine represents wastefulness. Gerard Terborch the Younger. Bizawali, 1617. D. Deventer, 1681. Terborch showed his talent early, as can be seen in drawings he made at the age of 8. They were dated by his father, a minor artist who was his first teacher. Born in the provincial Dutch city of Zwolle, Terborch was unusually widely traveled, visiting England, Italy, Germany, Spain, and Flanders. In 1654 he settled in Deventer, where he was an extremely successful painter of genre, everyday life, scenes featuring elegant members of Dutch society. He had a gift for suggesting individual character, and was astonishingly skillful at rendering surface textures, such as those of shiny silks and satins. The lute player. This picture comes alive because of its strong characterization and the meticulous technique with which Terborch captures the brilliant sheen of the lute player's dress. 1667-68, oil and panel, Gemialde Gallery, Altemeister, Kassel, Germany. Pieter de Hooch. B. Rotterdam, 1629, D. Amsterdam, 1684. One of the most accomplished of the Dutch genre painters, Pieter de Hooch is best known for his tranquil, homely interiors and sunny courtyard scenes, characterized by convincing perspective, masterful lighting, and peaceful atmosphere. Along with Vermeer, he is one of the masters of the Delft school. His reputation rests on the quiet masterpieces he painted during his short time, c. 1652-60, living there. Although he is most associated with Delft, de Hooch moved around the Netherlands. He was born in Rotterdam, and trained in Haarlem with the landscape painter Nicolaes Berchem. He left Delft in about 1660 and moved to Amsterdam, where he lived and worked until his death in 1684. painting more elaborate but less touching works. He died in an insane asylum. A boy bringing pomegranates in this tender domestic scene, line and light combined to create a realistic and atmospheric sense of space. The converging perspective lines of the receding floor tiles, and an alternating pattern of light and shade, measure the movement into depth. Warm, golden light models forms and adds to the tranquil mood. See 1662, Oil on Canvas, 73x60 cm, Wallace Collection, London, UK. The courtyard of a house in Delft. Hooch uses perspective to create compartments of space in this subdued courtyard scene. The eye is led into depth across the paving stones, through the archway, and into the hallway, where a woman stands looking away from us at the window of the house across the street. 1658, Oil on Canvas, 74 by 60 cm, National Gallery, London, UK.